Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again. Going to be continuing our single player playthrough on the 1.1 experimental branch. Yes. So, just moving right along into it here. If you weren't here last time, we had actually gotten started on the Versatile Framework Factory. We got the shell started, the building shell, and we also got kind of a machine placement, got a workout for what we're doing. We're going to be doing 6 machines and stuff like that. It is, working out pretty nicely. I'm pretty happy with the entire build overall so far, and whatnot. So yeah, everything's working out pretty good. Let's go ahead and get on into it. See if we can finish this factory, because that is my plan. My plan is to definitely finish this factory, get it up and going today so we can get started on automated wiring. So let's do it. Alright then. Let's see what we can get done today. Because like I say, I really want to get this factory done. I'm going to try my hardest. I swear. Got our frame factory coming in. I'm hoping they bring some more updates to this 1.1 soon as well. Get some of the glaring problems fixed. That would be nice. I was thinking about using the vertical splitters, but yeah, there was a video recently that just came out that they're more than likely not going to add the vertical splitters to be placed. So then you could place and then plan it out and then place the lifts on them later. That would be ingenious, but yeah, they said they're more than likely not going to do that, at least not right now. They'll think about it later, but yeah. Okay. So in total, yeah, we're not going to need 30, 60, 90, 120. Okay, yeah. So one belt for each product, and then a belt coming out here as well. I actually kind of want to put it here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that happen. Anyway, the first things first that we got to do, we got to work on the wall. We got to work on the wall design to make this happen. So I was thinking, yeah, probably just windows and then a bit of strip lighting, I think, is what we're going to go with. Rather than full-on wall lighting like we have been. The full-on wall lighting looks nice from a distance, but at the same time, it does start to take up resources after a while, and you do kind of get bored of that design as well. So we're going to be working on a frame wall for those. So the way we're going to build this is in sections of 3, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sections of 1 then, or sections of 2, maybe sections of 3. Yeah, if we do sections of 3 and then a section of 1, then we can have all the blueprints we're going to need for this entire build. So that will definitely work. I'm not going to build the triangle within the blueprinter. Obviously, that's not going to work for 1, and it's not big enough. And for 2, yeah, it would be a pain in my butt to try and rebuild that in here. So then I didn't have to build the floors as well. The floors will just have to be manual. That's just how they go. Now, it's not going to be super manual. I don't have to redo the angles each time, but we're definitely going to have to do something with the walls, because I am definitely not redoing the walls each time. So I guess we'll start off with the section of 1, and then move on, and then build that into the section of 3. I did have a design that I was kind of working on, and I'm not happy with it, so we're going to try again. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably going to be near the bottom. Actually, no, this never goes in alphabetical order, which kind of irritates me. It irks me, definitely. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this was oh, that's the pole. Okay. All right, and so the way, if you don't want to have to type this again, you want to say you like doing a blueprint set for a factory. and you don't want to have to keep typing the name. You just want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, that kind of thing, or A, B, C, you know, however you want to label it, but you want to keep the initial name. You'd either copy it, or if you have the directory all set, the icon's already set, everything's good, everything's the way you want it, the very first time, all you got to do is delete what's inside of it. Rather than clearing the blueprinter, just delete this, whatever's inside of it, and then, even though this has nothing in it, you can see the name has remained unchanged. So you can cheat the blueprinter just a little bit. And what we can do is we can work on a frame wall, and then when we're done with it, what we do is we go in and we change the name. We'll change this to 2, and then save the blueprint, and then we don't have to reset all the settings. So it's, you know, just a little tip there. Oh yeah, how tall are these? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. All right, these are 5 walls tall. All right, so I want to do that, but I want to do the windows as well. Because I've decided on windows. We could do normal windows. I could also, ooh, you know what? I could also design my own. Hold on. And then doing this. Let's do a window, and then let's design our own window. So we got the standard window there, and of course, what kind of beams should we use? I mean, I want to use these. These might work. But we can also paint these too. So we'll start out with, should we put them like this, or should we put them, we're gonna put them like this. Yeah. Okay. Right, and then I want to, yeah, there we go. I want to paint that. And then what we'll do is we'll do this side, but I'm going to delete this side when we go to put the other blueprints on. Okay, and then we'll go up here, flip this around, something like that maybe. I'll have to put it on the bottom. Oh, if I put it on the bottom, I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to place it in the blueprinter, which is something I really hate. If you put a beam down here like this, halfway in the blueprint floor, and then you go to put that blueprint inside the blueprinter, you won't be able to place it. So we're going to nudge it up slightly. Yeah, we'll just have to nudge it up slightly. What is my character doing? Let's go ahead and land. So radio was vibrating. That's not looking too bad. I might do every one, kind of like the walls are doing, because I do like the multiple beams. So if we grab this, ah, damn it. You didn't see that. Nobody saw that, right? Okay, good. Good. You didn't see a thing. You saw nothing. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, so something like that, and then maybe we cross. No, we can't cross the 2. I don't really want to cross the 1 either. See, because we could do that, but no, I'm not a fan of that. We did like, ooh, I don't know. Hold on. Ooh, actually, yes. Let's go freeform. If we go freeform, we're able to make the angles that we need. We just kind of do this. I might get rid of the centerpieces except for where the beam kind of touches. Yeah, like get rid of the cross beams. Yeah, I might get rid of the cross beams. We'll see. I'm going to use them for now, though. that's not gonna work. Okay, if we do the same thing here. Okay, then we do the same thing here. I guess what we could do is we could go across like this. Ooh. That almost gives me a better idea. Yeah. Oops. It's kind of hard to work within this restraint, but I think if we were to do this, this could be quite good. Wait for that autosave to freeze. Oh, that one's not quite rotated the way I need it. No, I don't want that. Give me that. These beams might be a little too big for what we're trying to do. Okay, so then we get rid of these. That's not too bad. Let me pull this down real quick so it matches the bottom. Nudge that down like that. That's not too. That's like a modern window style. Not really what we need for here, but I kind of like that. You know, I think we'll go with the standard, what we've got there. I kind of like that. I kind of like the design. I might mess with that later. This is a little bit off, though. I did realize that. It's not quite the same angle. But yeah, it's like if we go with the same... Because like I said, I kind of wanted to build my own. But I kind of like the design of that, so... What if we built our own in and also... Yeah, this ain't working. Oops. I thought I hit the G key there, but... Okay, we'll just take the frame window and do this with it. Yeah, okay. Make it doubly thick. So something like that, and then yeah, we've got our frame window. Then we'll go this. Organization, sign walls. Yeah, because we could definitely do stuff like this. Oh, this might look really cool. This might look really nice. A bit darker. So we'll go 0.5 for that. I said 0.5. Why isn't that? Point. Oh, my numlock's not even on. What the heck? Huh, I wonder how that got turned off. I'm actually not sure. That happens to me all the time. I'm just like, man. It's a little too dark. The one thing I do not like though with the signs is when you get a nice bright color like red, and then you bring the emission strength up, and it turns less red. It turns like orange. It happens with all the colors, but yeah, it's just like, I guess that might be the best of what we get. And there's nothing I can really do. I mean, I can go 0.5. We'll see what it does to the lumen. Didn't really do much to it other than turn it. Now it's more orange. I could just go straight red. I might just accept that. But I kind of like this idea, though. Yeah, I'm holding control, and there's no more in. And we know if we put it in here, you're not going to see it from a distance. So, but I do like this. Oh yeah. And what's the autosave? There we go. It's like, once the autosave's done. Well, what if we put? This might ruin it, but. Yeah, that kind of ruined it, didn't it? It's not bad, but it looks better without it. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, whoops. Alright, so then... This would probably ruin it as well. We could do ultra modern. I would have to do like 3 meter probably. Nah, it'd have to be... Actually, it'd have to be 2 meter. I'm just curious what this would look like. Nope. No. Like the original. That's pretty nice. It gives it a little bit of flair, you know? Just a wee bit of flair. And we'll call that 2. Save blueprint. And then we'll take our blueprint. And this is the reason why I want to put the blueprint in the blueprinter. Or I want to be able to do that. Put it on blueprint mode. Blueprint mode. Why isn't it working? Oh, I'm stupid. That's why. It's because I'm stupid. That's not a blueprint. It worked anyway, so. Yeah, sometimes I do stupid bonehead moves like that. Ah, yes. Okay, now we'll save that as 3. Save. Alrighty. So then we can take this and put it up there and replace all that. Which would be really nice. That looks really nice, actually. It's simple. I don't usually go... And I will put... hold on. I want to take this as well. Yes. And I want to put this along our flooring. Kind of like this. Yeah. Kind of like that. And yes, I do want to paint these, but I can't. And I'll show you exactly why I can't paint these. So if I paint this... Oops. Don't paint it. There we go. See the glitching that happens? That's why I don't paint it. If they could get rid of the portion of concrete where it remove it where it doesn't turn the edges darker. If they could remove that aspect of it when you paint foundations, then it would be so much better. But yeah, painting foundations, unless you paint it like this is the only way you're going to get away with it, is if you go... Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is the only way you get away with it. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I thought it'd be really, really dark, but... It's like, actually? That doesn't look too bad. So by going outside the band of what the game is used to when it comes to the foundation color, by putting in like 5 or 10 or -5, -10 on that third line, you can get... Now you can't really color very good like this. Doesn't work 100%. Because if I try to move this slider up here, like let's say I go 10. Actually, no, this would be 1. This would be 10. So in order to get pure red, sure, but I'm limited to only a few colors. As you can see there. Like, yeah, orange, you got orange, yellow, green. You got most of the normal colors, and then this is all green, apparently. And then into light blue. It's just because of this here. That value set. Yeah. It's like you could do red, absolutely. It is going to be bright though. There's like no real getting away from it being bright. But yeah, I actually don't mind the black floor. It does fit with the factory better, so I'll go ahead and paint the floors. Let me get the outer shell done, and then we can work on machine placement and belting after that, and we'll see how this looks when it's all done. I almost want to put strip lighting up these poles here, and I might actually do that, because we can take that blueprint and put those strip lights up top there. Let me grab this here, because we're on 1.1. We'll stick it there for the moment. And we can clear the blueprint designer. I'm going to load. Let me just type it in. Versatile Framework 1, which is the original pole design. Oh, if I want to do this, I have to do it this way. Okay, I just got to remember this top wall is only 2 meter. It's not a 4 meter. And I don't want to overdo it so that the blueprints fit together nicely. We could take these. I might have to shove these back. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. I think I have to do that. Yep. So what I've done is I put it on the wall, hit the H key, and then I hold Control, and then I press forward. And see, it nudges it in, and it only nudges it at 0.5 meter. Yeah, and then so you can see it's right on the edge. Because if we put it here, this is what happens. If we put it here, see how it's floating? That's why I'm not putting it directly on the wall. I'm just using the wall to be able to place it. Otherwise, you can't. For some reason, you can't place things like the side of this outer corner extension foundation piece. The outside of this does not act like the side of a normal foundation. You're not able to hook stuff to it. It doesn't act. It doesn't have the same properties, so it just doesn't act correct. Okay, and then this top wall is only 2 meters, so there. I'm gonna remove the wall, and bam. Nice. Okay, let me get all this done, and then we'll work on machines and belting. Because, like I said, I want to get this factory done today, so I'm trying to rush it just a little bit. Alrighty, that didn't take forever at all. You can kind of see the glow behind me. I was only able to use the blueprints on the one face of it. The rest of it I had to build by hand, and I'll show you why in a minute. But, yeah, we'll fly over here, and here we go. Wow. It is, it sticks out, we'll say. It definitely sticks out. I got the elevator shaft in there as well, going down to the bottom. But yeah, it definitely sticks out. I decided to paint those red, so it does look now it definitely does look like a somewhat of a versatile framework. It's definitely inspired by it. But yeah, definitely very, very nice. Very flashy, we'll say. Kind of like a I was going to say a hotel for some reason. Kind of like a casino hotel. Maybe that's where I was going with it, but yeah, kind of like a casino hotel piece. And I do have the elevators connected to power as well. I'm not going to put this particular piece of flooring in until we get the belting and stuff done. This is just because I don't want to have to take the elevator to get in here. To get in and out, so we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to stick this here for now. It shouldn't be in the way, hopefully. Then I can just go straight down. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, and I'm going to be using these poles to bring up poles, pillars, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to be using these to bring up material up to the floor from the train station. So this one is going to go straight to this one and go up, and this other side, it comes out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it out. I'm actually going to bring it up and over until we can get to this side and then go up, or we can go around, I guess. We can also go around. It depends on how good it's going to be able to look while doing that. Yeah, it would be nice to bring it up on this side. Bring it up into there. I know there's a small hole here, but you can't really tell, so it's just on those particular portions. This one looks very nice. I do love the shiny black floor. I am glad I changed that. It fits much nicer. And then the cross beams to show you where the floors are, to make that look good. And then yeah, this also carries on the elevator as well. But yeah, so getting back to this side here, I had to build these by hand, and I'll show you. See, I put it on blueprint mode. These are not blueprints. These are not blueprints. These are blueprints. These are the blueprint pieces. I didn't have to build the one, but actually I did, because I put it on the elevator. A little section there. Yeah. So yeah, it just doesn't work. So yeah, I can't delete these with the blueprint mode activated, which means yes, they were built by hand. If we go close to the elevator here so we can fly up, I'll show you why the blueprint didn't work. So if we take a blueprint out and we go to put the versatile framework blueprint 2, now watch this works. And I'll be like, no, I spent all that time. But yeah, so we go ahead and put it there. It's right in the middle. We have to get very, very close. There's where the gap is, or not the gap, the center of that foundation of the 3 section. If we pull this out, so it's still lined up left and right. Still lined up left and right. Looks good, right? We're going to place it. But if we actually look at the way this is, there's a slight rotation. It's hard to see that little line, but you see that little line, how it's lined up with the wall there, the window wall. We come over here, we keep following it. You see it kind of, there's that piece. You can see it's kind of off. You can kind of see this line right next to this wall. It's pretty hard to show. I got my flashlight on, by the way. It's just, that's just this dark flooring. And I don't want to have to repaint it. But yeah, you can see it's ever so slightly off though. And what tipped me off to it is when I did this. I was like, okay, we'll put this down here, just like that. It's like, yep, looks perfectly straight, looks good. And then I come over here, and I'm like, okay, ready to place the center, which is framework 2. Gotta place the centerpiece here. Right there, work. And I was like, huh, that kind of looks weird. This part of the wall, the sign is on top of here, and then on this side of the wall, this sign is on top of this one. Very strange. So I got to really looking at it. You can almost see, you can see how much it sticks out from this side, and then on this side you can see the overlap is opposite, which means it's not quite rotated exactly where it needs to be. It is not possible to see. Blueprints, they follow the same rotation angles as the train stations, and if the angle is slightly off by half a degree, it will not rotate that half a degree. But you can fix this by placing everything by hand. When I place this by hand, it actually follows perfectly along that line. So yeah, I had to build this all by hand. You can see how perfect this is, going all the way across, perfectly lined up. So I had to build it by hand, which took me about 2 hours. Took me about 2 hours to place all this. Because when you're trying to place this, you have to be very careful exactly where you place it so that it matches all the way around. So this wall and this wall all had to be like that. But, you know, it's worth it. It's worth it the way it looks. So that is the reason that I could not use the blueprints, which I'm pretty sad about. And then, of course, we've got this blueprint. I changed this blueprint entirely to incorporate the signs. And then, yeah, like I said, I painted those ends just to kind of sell it as the versatile framework. I know it looks like a versatile framework. I wasn't exactly intending it to look like one, but I was trying to copy was trying to have the versatile framework influence the building that it's being made in, and well, it turned out a bit more like the versatile framework than I wanted, but you know what, I'll accept it. This floor is very shiny. We're gonna have to put some lights in here to kind of offset the red. We could probably go with organization, put a couple signs in, or a couple actual lights, I mean. So I think it's roughly there. It's hard to see. Oh, there we go. Right, is that center? That is not center. It's like, yeah, if we put a couple signs down, we should be able to offset the color, or offset the dark. And then, of course, we're going to need some of these. Okay, then I'm going to bring that right along here. Bring that to there. Then power's on this side. There. Bring that one to there. Oops. It's like, yeah, we could do something like that. I'll just do that. I try to keep the pole as close as I can to the elevator so that so the wire is a little harder to see. But that is now powered, and I guess, yeah, we need to do these. Uh-oh. Bad idea. That is not going to work. Okay, I guess we'll go organization. We'll put those lights back down. Yeah, something like that. And I guess what we could do is do this, but I really don't want to do that. It doesn't look good when you got wires like that. We power it like that, and then we pull the power back towards the elevator. Right there. And we can kind of keep the wire a little bit clean. That does offset the red at least a little bit. Oh man. But it does put a light like right above. I might move these lights in a little bit so that they're right above the machine. Because we're more or less just trying to light up the machine rather than light up the whole room. That way you can see the machines, though. And then the way... we need to figure out the way we're going to bring in materials. We could bring in the materials right here on these two foundations. Ooh, that could look really good. I am curious about something as well, and I want to try it out. So let's say we bring in the frames on that side, we bring in the... we'd be more inclined to put them here, actually. Just because of where the splitters are. Maybe there. Because what we could do is we could put a splitter to go that way, and then split that way, and then this one splits this way and then goes this way. Oh, oops. It's like, yeah, you'd be more inclined to do that. To make that work, and then make that work. Okay, now can I put splitters on these? Just a regular old splitter. I can. Okay. You can't put them right on the floor, but you can definitely put them up. Which will work. Yeah, rotate it like that. What I'll probably have to do is I'll probably have to put... I need to get these high up in the air. It's either that or we split them from down below. Like split them here and then go up into the floor. That'll keep the floor nice and clear. The only problem is that it's really hard to do that down below. Split it going left and right. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, I'd rather do it on the ceiling. Or on the ceiling of the floor below it. Okay, let me get a color for these. Alrighty, so I think I finally got this all worked out. I've crashed like 3 times. You know what I think it's related to now? I think it's related to the belts. Because nowhere else when I'm placing things do I get... Like, building this whole thing, I was fine, did not crash a single time, but as soon as I started putting in lifts and belts and mergers and splitters, I started crashing again. So, and it seems to be related to the belts themselves. Now, I have already saved at this point, but yeah, when I'm placing belts, I don't know what it is, per se, but when I go to place this belt here, it didn't lag that time. Okay, well, I guess I'm proven wrong. Earlier, I was placing belts, and it was just like it would just stutter and lag, and it was just like, what the hell? Maybe it's because I was inside there, but anyway. So we've got all of this going here, so I'm going to go ahead and just grab this belt here, connect this up. There goes our steel beams. So the way I've made this work is I brought it up the pillar like I said I was going to with our supports, and then we go into here, and then what it does is it drops down and splits between this machine and the lift. So then it goes across here as well, splits the 3 ways essentially, and it splits here, goes between the machine and the lift. This side is doing the same thing. I'm not going to connect this yet until the beams are done. But this one goes up there, goes across there, splits between the machine and the main, as well as go across here, split between the machine and the main, and then we head over here. This will be the first factory that I have that's using the mergers and splitters for the lift, or using the lifted, or the vertical splitters and mergers. So we've got the splitters here. We got the 2 vertical splitters here, which look rather nice in their current spot, which goes to the machine, which goes to the machine above, of course. And that goes all the way up to this one, which goes up to the next floor, but this isn't split because it doesn't need to, which goes to this set of machines here. I did move the lights forward a little bit and got those connected. So it goes to there, goes to there, goes down to here. This one goes from the elevator, which then goes to each machine here. Which, pretty simple. Nothing too special. And those are floating, but once we get the floor in place, they won't be floating anymore. And then when it comes down from the machine, it merges in place here, and then goes to the lift, goes down into the floor. Same with this one here. So it's kind of following the same type of thing. Merges together, then merges together there. And then same, the last one down here, which then merges into this one, and then down this way and into the train station itself. And yeah, so this one, like I said, it's going up there. It looks like the beams are done, so now we can go ahead and connect up. I'm going to wait for this train station to become functional again, because as soon as this train parks, the entire train station becomes non-functional, which I do not like. I always hated the fact that the train stations don't continue to unload when they're running. I might have to move this power pole. Let's see. We move it here, and then move that to here, and then move this. There we go. Now I won't be clipping through the train station anymore. Or won't be clipping through the belt lift anymore. Yep, we can go and grab that. Yeah. And there goes those. So now we're going to see if the machines all work as well, which will be nice. See if these machines are working. Yep, those 2 are working. Those 2 are working. Those 2 are working. So all the machines are working together. They look like they're moving slowly, but I did not underclock these. They're just, it's just a regular clock. So they look like they're moving extremely slowly. And we're getting versatile framework coming out in little bursts of 2, which is nice. I will have to go to that other factory over at the beginning area and remove the massive crate there, bring it over here to this train station before we get too much further. So what I might do is I might move that belt there. We can put the versatile framework in here to then get uploaded, of course. But yeah, that way the machines can stop working. But yep, so that's pretty much that. Everything's done. The factory is working, so very, very nice. So I guess, yeah, with that though, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Next time we'll be moving on to automated wiring, so we can look at that real quick. Oops, I have my caps lock on. That's fine. Automated wiring, which we're going to use the normal recipe. There's no reason to use the big one, especially because we don't have a factory using or making those. That's the other thing too. So it's going to be circuit boards, computers, high-speed connectors, AI limiters, and supercomputers, and adaptive control units, and possibly even the other thing. So this is all going to be in the grasslands. That's where these factories are going to be. But yeah, we need to do automated wiring next, which will be out here in the northern forest. Maybe we'll do the automated wiring down there or something. That would be pretty nice. Or we could do it over here. There is a train line up there. We could do it here. Put that factory there. Just wherever looks good. This is working out. This looks nice. I'm pretty happy with this factory, so we're going to move on to the next one next time. But like I said, unfortunately, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory, so I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.